Okay, second attempt. Let's do this. Okay. I'm getting me coming out down there, but hopefully I'm not getting a ridiculous feedback loop like I was getting earlier. I just tried doing this exact same, let's say, live podcast, and it didn't work because I had a second audio playing just behind me. Because I wanted to have a beer cam. I wanted to have a beer cam, and it wouldn't let me have one. So now I'm checking to see if Mersey Beers, if you're still listening, am I off mute? Is there insane echo happening? Because if there isn't, I can actually get started, which would rock. Because this one's very special. This is with the unboxing of the HonestBrew Ultimate Craft Beer Advent Calendar. And then we're going to try whatever beer is in day one. Pretty awesome, right? Let's share up and look at the ridiculous amount of money that I spent on this calendar. Yeah. This is my, I guess, drunk purchase, probably. Or, well, I know I joined HonestBrew to get the 20 pound off because the monthly cost for HonestBrew was like 10 pounds. And so you could get 10 pounds off just by joining for a month. I did that. And I got it for 109, which is still an excessive amount for 24 beers. Good beers, not too bad. But it just seems like a lot to spend all at once. So let's take a look at Advent calendars. I'm only going to do this once, right? But I was looking at the history of the Advent calendar to see how old it was. Because when I was in Canada, never heard of an Advent calendar. We just didn't have it. So I was looking at this crazy one here. And leave it to the Germans, all right? The Weihnachtskalender. This is 1851. What's also interesting is that the Advent calendar was meant to go Sunday to Sunday, so I'm already like 4 beers behind, or something. What day is this? Tuesday. 2 beers behind. 2 beers behind. But traditionally, it's been modified since then. There's a Wikipedia page, of course, to go from the 1st until the 24th, and you get a little treat every single day. I think probably it used to be some kind of religious thing where you got Bible verses. There it is. I could see it here. Prayers on. Why would I want prayers when I can have beers? Sounds the same, very different. So let's get down to it. Let's bring this back. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip to the other cam because I don't have room in this layer for the thing. It's like this big, and I don't have a fridge to put it in. So I'm kind of relying on nature at the moment to take care of me. And I've got it outside, and it's just there. It's at the temperature of the world right now, which is probably too cold, but let's do this. Let's see if this bit works. I'm going to leave it on, hopefully leave this one on mute. So you'll hear my voice get really quiet, but you'll watch me pull it out of the calendar. So this is the first one. Cross your fingers. Hope this works. It's pretty weird. Here we go. Come with me. Okay, that was more awkward than it was supposed to be. I got my hands are too big. I got like my hands stuck in the stupid thing. I almost couldn't get my hand out. Maybe that was a bad idea. So let's kick me out of the stream. If I see if I can do that without shutting it down. Last time I did this, I shut everything down. Forget it. You know what? Let's look at the beer we have. So this is Whiplash Let It End Futuristic Stout. Pilsner, crystal malt, aromatic malt, chocolate malt, French toast, maple syrup. I like that. Columbus hops. This is all good. What the heck is going on with French toast and maple syrup? That can't actually be in there, can it? Holy crap. Seriously, there's French toast in this. If you don't know what French toast is, it's toast with eggs and butter and yummy stuff. Seriously, on the water, barley, hops, yeast, maple syrup, and it says French toast, which has wheat, egg, and butter. How do you put French toast into a beer? What the heck's going on? Okay, all right, so I've got a Whiplash beer with French toast in it, whatever that means. What's the percentage? Holy crap, it's 11%. Ugh, all right, this looks cool. So if you don't know, Whiplash is in Dublin. Very cool brewery. They have an artist that does all their art. I want to say Sarah DeVere. I might have to look that up because she's worth looking into because her art is pretty darn good. I'm going to bring Whiplash up onto the screen so you can take a look at it. Look at that. It's in my history. I did a Whiplash review not too long ago, and it was pretty sweet. So there's Whiplash there. Let's take a look at their beers, and I bet you if I just go look at any one of their beers, Sophie DeVere, close. Yeah, very cool. Let's leave the about up there. You can get a little bit of history of them from Dublin, and the owners, Alex and Alan. Very awesome, and I'm sure this beer is going to be pretty darn good. So let's bring this back up here. Let's open it. This is very cool. Day one. Ugh. There we go. I see life is beautiful as watching. Is that a style? French toast stout? All right. I just got a little lick my finger. That sounds really bad. A little lick my finger sample. That's not what anybody wants to hear at any point. All right, let's wrap around and try not to pour any of this on my laptop. I guarantee this is going to be better than one of the white stout that I had recently. All right, look at that. Nice brown head. Ooh, thick and murky. I wonder if that's the French toast. I have no idea how to assess that part of it. Like, does that make any sense that there's, like, would that contribute to a good beer? French toast and maple syrup? But I bet the maple syrup, all right, let's smell it. Maple's not going to have super roasty. It's funny because, like, the idea of burnt bread, that is a tasting note, right? And so my brain is just going to go, it's the French toast. It is. It's probably like they just swept somebody just dumped out their toaster, all those crumbs in the bottom, and they just chucked it into the pool. All right, let's go. All right, let me make it clear. The 11% is not going to sneak by you. It is pungent, to quote Ron Burgundy. It is a good beer. Yeah, French toast stout, pastry stout. I see. I like it. That's good. This is it's good actually, and the maple syrup is obvious. And being Canadian, generally that's all I need. I bleed maple syrup. Stuff comes out. I probably wee maple syrup. I've never tasted it. That's disgusting. I regret immediately saying that. But it's really nice. Chocolate roasty malt. You do put maple syrup onto French toast. If when I was doing my dessert series for Great British Bake Off, this would have been a really good one because French toast is kind of like that weird hybrid between having an excuse to basically have fried candy bread for breakfast. So it's pretty incredible. Try again. And maybe if you could have a shot of whiskey next to your fried candy bread for breakfast. Hey, you're in heaven. That's Christmas. Good. One more swig. Got to try it left-handed just to be sure it tastes the same. Let's bring the can back. So, tastes of tomorrow. That's what it says actually in the really faint writing just there, but I don't know if that's going to pick it up because the light is a little bright. There you go. Tastes of tomorrow. Very nice art. It's an HonestBrew collaboration, so you have to get it from HonestBrew, which I'm kind of cool with. It's not too bad. And back to the ingredients list, which is always interesting. Pilsner Crystal Aromatic. So that basically it's a big wackadoo of chocolate malt, the maple syrup, and the Columbus. That's what you're getting a face full, and it's pretty delightful. So I'm going to score it up. I like Whiplash. I like their beers. I love their art. They stand for everything I like about craft beer. And they're hard to get here. Like I don't live near an awesome beer shop, all right? So if you do, all right. But this is great. I'm super happy with my first beer from the epic, monster, expensive HonestBrew advent calendar, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 on art. Although I love their art, I think it's ineffective for like a shop because you could that could just go by you. You wouldn't even notice it, but it is very pretty. And packaging's pretty normal. I struggled with the opener though. 7 out of 10. And then, is it unique? Yes, it is super unique. I don't know that I've had a beer where I actually thought it captured maple-covered French toast before, and maybe a bit of coffee and whiskey alongside of it. Pretty super nice. So I'm going to throw a 5 at Uniqueness. That's a first. If I can have a beer where I think I haven't had one like that, I love it. So that's going to be a 5. And then, is it accurate? Well, yeah, it totally met expectations. It's pretty high. I'm going to go 4. So that's a 9 plus a 7. We're at 16. Do I like it? Oh, yeah, I do. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That means we're going to start with a 25 out of 30, which is just over a 4 something. Let's say 4.25. Just be generous. It's Christmas. Hey, it's Christmas. Be generous. On Untapped. So there we go. 1 out of 24 for the Advent Calendar assessment unboxing. Super slow 24-day unboxing and a review of Whiplash's Let It End Futuristic Stout Tastes of Tomorrow. Brilliant. If you were on the first round where I totally blew this at 6:30, thank you for coming back, Mersey Beers. I really appreciate it because I rescheduled instantly for 6:45 and deleted all evidence of my failure immediately on YouTube. But this one worked really well. And the second camera finally worked. For those of you who use StreamYard and you join via a phone, it doesn't let you turn the sound down all the way. So you have to keep it far away. It's really stupid. I'll have to work that out. I'll do some practice runs. This one was also on, if it worked, is on Twitch. This is my first ever Twitch broadcast. I have no idea if anybody's watching that one, but thought I've got counts on both. Why not send it to both, right? So I'm immortalized too many times over. Ugh. Thank you for watching. That is the end of day 1. I will be around the same time tomorrow. I will stick it up about the same. I'll do it as early as possible because I've already got all the thumbnails taken. Please, if you like this kind of nonsense that I'm doing here, subscribe to the channel. Look, that worked. Something worked. The banner worked. And tell your friends. If you want to do collaborations and you also are a beer reviewer, hit me up. How do you contact me? Not too sure just yet. I used to have reviews at beernative.tv, and it turns out somebody emailed me and it didn't work. So maybe just leave a comment. Perfect. And I'll hook you up on YouTube. That will be it for today, and I am out of here. I'm going to enjoy a beer that is 11%. It's like drinking half a bottle of wine before I've had dinner. That's going to go just fine.